Still rocking the blurple, dude?
Yeah, man. Don't hate on me.
What's going on, y'all? This is Paranoid Grower. I have a special guest today. He is a growmie in the community. His presence will brighten your mood any day. There's a quote from Avery Aames: "Life is great. Cheese makes it better." Well, sir, you definitely made my life better since I met you. Cheese, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So what are we smoking on today, sir?
Well, before we just hit record, I took a dab of some sweet doughs, some
Nice.
wax I picked up from Hash Bash, actually. And currently, I'm going to spark a bowl of permanent marker.
Hell yeah. The permanent marker, is that something you grew?
No, it is also from Hash Bash.
Oh, okay, cool. Heck yeah, dude. Well, I am smoking on some Odin Sons from Green Guy Genetics. I just harvested it recently, so I'm getting to sample it now. I'm super excited. I love Odin Sons. It's one of my favorite cultivars from BGG.
Do we have that out at Hash Bash?
The Odin Sons? I don't think we did. I'm pretty sure we didn't.
I don't recall trying it.
Talking about Hash Bash, might as well go ahead and get on the subject. We met up at Hash Bash 2025 this year in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I'd like for you to give a brief description of your experience from Hash Bash.
It was incredible. The friendships I started to build were top tier. I can't say enough good things about all the people that I met. I've never seen anything like that, you know, as far as like how you could purchase flower or concentrate. All around, it was a really great experience, though.
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, we can go ahead and break down Hash Bash. We all came in Thursday night. Y'all actually arrived a little bit later than we did. And one of the things I wanted to bring up is the first time we met was on the hotbox back deck.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the hotbox back there?
Well, you know, we're sitting there following GPS and whatnot. And then we turn around a corner and I'm like, oh, there's a sunroom full of people and it's smoky. That's got to be them.
Yes.
So we go inside and I'm like, are you guys smoking inside? And you guys said no. And it looked very, very smoky.
Yeah, probably did. Not gonna lie.
But that back porch was very smoky about 24/7.
For sure. Matter of fact, yeah, it was really nice. Once y'all showed up, like it seemed like the mood of the event got better. You know, like I said in the beginning, your presence, it's fucking great. Like you and Mrs. Cheese, y'all definitely were one of the highlights of my Hash Bash experience. We ended up smoking out for a few hours. I know y'all got there kind of late, but we were able to stay up and smoke on the back deck, and then we would end up going inside and doing dabs with Matt Fret's rig. And within all that, from Thursday night, you actually, you met me and you got to meet BGG and Matt Fret. What'd you think about BGG and Matt Fret?
They're wonderful people. Like I said a minute ago, all the people that I interacted with at the Hash Bash house were incredible. And I can't wait to hang out more with each and every one of them.
Absolutely, dude.
Next Hash Bash. Let's go.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm fucking ready. Like, we already created a channel for Hash Bash in the Crafting Cannabis Discord just to get ready for the next Hash Bash. I'm hoping that we can kind of get, honestly, I thought the house that we got was great. Like the location. I mean, I know it was just, me, you and Mrs. Cheese and Matt Fret and his wife. But honestly, like it was like a great meetup spot. And we actually had like time to meet up with the growmies and chat and smoke out, of course. That morning I got up and we did a wake and bake, and you had mentioned that you make this fire cider. And I never had anything like that before. Would you mind sharing with the audience about this fire cider?
Oh, shit. Well, it's basically a garlic. Oh, let me see if I can quickly pull up the whole, check that out. So you put all these ingredients into a mason jar and let it ferment for at least 4 weeks. So it's like onion, horseradish, ginger, cayenne, thyme, peppercorns, lemon, honey, apple cider vinegar, oregano, rosemary, turmeric, and cinnamon sticks. And it's like you can freestyle that from like anywhere. So you can add stuff, you can take stuff out, whatever you want to, whatever you're feeling. This is our second batch making it, and it seems to work. A couple years ago, we had Thanksgiving and the Christmas holidays, and everybody got sick. It was right around COVID, and maybe right after COVID, but everybody got sick. This year, we were drinking fire cider come sixth season, and we really didn't get too sick. And I don't know if I can completely say that it was fire cider, but it seems to work. It's got to have some benefits.
Yeah, I do agree with the benefits on that. Like I've noticed a difference since I've tried your fire cider. Um, I one thing that the first time I tried it, didn't you say it has vinegar in it or something?
Apple cider vinegar. Yeah.
Apple cider vinegar, yeah. So you really taste apple cider vinegar, and I tell you, every time I take a shot of it, my eyes just tear up. But I feel so much better after, like the initial shock. Like it does kind of shock you when you first take it.
Yeah, that first taste, it is surprising. It takes a little bit to get used to it.
Right. But yeah, so far I've enjoyed the cider. It's fucking phenomenal.
Hell
I think
yeah. We're
I think
very
I
happy
got
to hear that.
yeah, I think y'all got a great thing going on with that. So I'll definitely keep it up for sure.
Hell yeah, appreciate that.
You're welcome, bud. Oh, we actually started the scavenger hunt on Saturday. I believe the first dispensary we went to was the apothe. How do you say it? Apothecary weed
Apothecary?
dispenser. Yeah, apothecary. Yeah. So I I know we were having a hard time saying that, so we started calling it Apple Care
Yeah, Apple
dispensary.
Care. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I know I only got to do a few stops on the scavenger hunt because I ended up giving my scavenger hunt map away to Back Nine Bandit. Something I noticed right away when we first started getting the scavenger hunt stuff, they were giving you all kinds of free stuff, dude. Like it was insane. Like for the price of the scavenger hunt map, you get so much swag. Like, I mean, what all did y'all end up getting?
Oh man, I could not tell you, but it was quite a bit. Lots of pre rolls, some hash, some resin, pretty much a little bit of everything. Some we got some super booth,
Nice.
some flour, rosin.
Yeah, that super booth was pretty damn good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
After I gave my map away, the last time that we actually met up before we ended up me and Big Jer split up to go to the cup was Bongs and Thongs in Ann Arbor. What did you think about Bongs and Thongs, sir?
That was a wild place there.
I haven't posted any of the pictures, but we took pictures of those paintings they had on the stairway. I don't know, like at first we were freaking out. Like I think you or Mrs. Cheese originally showed me the pictures, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got to take pictures of this." And then then one of y'all were like, "It's on the stairs too," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I got to go take pictures of those." Like it's just a fucking wild place.
Yes, I have pictures of all of those pictures as well. It is wild. If anybody wants to see them, reach out to either of us.
Right?
There's something, I tell you what. They had some nice glass too, but that art was something else.
100%, dude. So I know you ended up continuing with Matt Frat, and y'all ended up going to other couple dispensaries. What are some of your experiences from those dispensaries?
Overall, really good. There was some tight parking lots that we had to get in and out of. It didn't take too long to hit them all. I think Matt Fratt and his wife kind of linked them all in the GPS one after the other and kind of sorted them or something, made it convenient, and we just kind of hit them all one after the other. I couldn't tell you how many hours it took, but it was, majority of the day, but it was well worth it by all means.
Yeah, everybody listening in, like, to be honest with you, the scavenger hunt map is probably like the best option you have for Hash Bash. Because you like we're saying, there's a list of dispensaries. And there was a few restaurants, right? That was on the list.
Yes.
Okay. Did y'all go to the restaurants?
No, we did not.
Okay. Yeah. So I think how much was it? It was like $60, I think, for the map.
Was it 50, 60? It was 50 or 60. I
right. And the scavenger map, that's a 1-day ticket to the cup. So it works out. So you go to all these dispensaries and there's a few restaurants and you basically just getting free stuff. Oh, and the bongs and thongs.
Right.
You're getting free stuff. Like I remember, I think Bongs and Thongs, they were giving away trays, a grinder. It was like a few other odd and end things.
Yes. Yeah.
But did y'all end up going to the cup after the scavenger hunt map? I know we split up, so I don't really know what you ended up doing.
Yes, we went to the cup.
What was your experience there, bud?
It was very smoky in there, but not as smoky as the back porch, but still smoky. A shitload of people. It was very crowded. I really don't like those crowded spaces. So like out in the main areas, it wasn't horrible. But like when you got into like the conference rooms or like where the products were, it was very shoulder to shoulder, nut to butt, as they say.
Yeah, dude, you're not wrong, man. Like it is very close quarters once you get into the main ballroom where the actual like main vendors are located. I mean, there's vendors all over the hotel premises inside, of course. I know one thing that blows me away is all the trapper weed, that you see out there.
Yeah, there was definitely multiple pound baggies just sitting on tables. And I know it's been mentioned already on the podcast, but we all ended up getting the flour from the same guy.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to talk to you about that. What did you end up getting from him?
I got the permanent marker.
Okay.
And great gas.
So wait, is that the permanent marker that I smelled on the live podcast? I think it was the same
probably.
one.
Yes. Yeah, if it was from that guy.
Yeah, because you actually were with Matt Fratt when you bought it, right?
Yeah. He might have got some too. I know there was, yeah.
Yeah, that permanent marker did smell fucking amazing. So whoever that grower was, shout out to them. I mean, it did smell straight up like a permanent marker.
The cross is interesting on that one. It's like a sherbet back cross with like biscotti and jealousy. I think I could be I could be wrong, but
it sounds like an amazing mix for sure. Yeah, then y'all after the cup, y'all ended up coming back to the house, and we actually had like our real first meetup because like OutKast had just got into town, so they came. It was OutKast, 417 Grows, Backwoods Poet, Dad Terps, and BG. I think BGG was with us on Friday night. Yeah, he was. It was him and his wife, and I want to say Jaysaw showed up like right there closer to the end of the hangout. But it was nice being able to hang out and smoke out just to be able to relax, especially after the whole cup experience. I know it is very stressful walking up in that thing.
Yeah. It's cool though, being able to light joints or whatever you want, just walking around, checking all the stuff out.
That evening, since we were all hanging out, we introduced y'all to Badger's Hash. And so I'll get your experience with Badger's Hash.
It is very tasty. It's delicious. The man knows what he's doing. Shout out.
100%. Yeah, I love that Super Sun God, man. It gets me energized. I love it.
Yeah, I want to. We were smoking quite a bit, so I would enjoy getting my hands on some and trying that. Like as the wake and bake to see the effects that you guys are describing. it's hard to, pinpoint those after we smoked, 175 joints and, 60 dabs.
Dude, it's so true, man. Well, we should have totally wake and bake with the Super Sun God. I didn't even think about that. So next hash bash, we were gonna totally wake and bake with Super Sun God.
Hell yeah.
So on Saturday, we actually went up getting meeting up, going out, getting something to eat, and met up at the Diag of University of Michigan, and got to see Tommy Chong speak at the rally, at the hash bash rally. Yeah, what was your experience with the rally?
That was it was very cool. It's kind of like a mini street market festival vibe. And everybody gathered at the courtyard to watch the speakers. And one of them was, like you said, Tommy Chong. It's cool seeing him, seeing the speakers, checking all those vendors out. I know Matt Fratt and I took a walk around and checked stuff out, and we hit up the old school hash guy with the straws.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I missed that guy. Dude, what did you think about that dude and his whole rig setup? It's fucking wild, right?
Yeah, definitely. From what I hear, he got an upgraded rig, so I don't know what the old one looked like, as it was my first hash bash. Yeah, it was really cool to see him doing that.
Yeah, the difference from this year to last year, from what I heard from Matt Fratt, is they had extra like brass pipes involved in this situation. Because the one from last year, it was basically just a jar on top of a piece of wood, and it had holes in the bottom of the wood that went up into the jar and collected the smoke, like the brick of hash that he had burning in the center of that jar. I was so upset whenever we all got back to the car and Matt Fratt pulled out that straw, and I immediately knew. I was like, damn it, I forgot about the old school hash guy. Like, and what's crazy is I follow him on Facebook. That morning, right before we all left, I went on Facebook, and like he actually pinpointed where he was going to be located at the rally. And so my mind thinking I'm going to go there and do it. Well, of course, then I meet up with OutKast and BGG, and we're smoking all that flower, and I just completely forgot.
It was easy to do that.
Oh, for sure. Well, we ended up going back to the house and hanging out with everyone, and that was pretty cool. I did the podcast, and then right after I got off the podcast, I was like, Dad Terps and Backwoods Poet both handed me their homegrown flower in a joint, and they were like, "Let's go smoke." And I'm like, "Oh, that's great." And that one thing I do want to bring up, because I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but like one thing I was so happy about you being there, and you and Mrs. Cheese, that y'all were always up for smoking. Like if we were sit there and talk inside for like a few hours, and then I was like, well, I need to roll something. And you're like, I'd hear you ready to smoke? I'm like, yeah, I've been ready to smoke. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm so glad that y'all ended up coming out there. I mean, 100%, man. It was so great. But one of the cool things, we kind of started this tradition a few years ago. On Sunday, we meet up at IHOP in Ypsilanti, and all eat breakfast together. And then after we get done, we go out to the parking lot and do one last circle, so to basically finish out the hash bash experience. Was it you or Badger that noticed the guy walking by?
I'm not sure.
Okay, must have been Badger then.
I think so.
Yeah, because we were all starting to smoke, and Badger said there was this guy that was walking by, and he wanted to. It looked like he wanted to like come join us, because we had a pretty good sized circle out there. And we're all just chiefing away, and he said that guy like started walking, then he kind of stopped, and then he kind of like started going toward us, then he stopped, and then he turned around and then darted inside IHOP. Badger's like, he could have joined us. It'd been fun.
That's funny.
Right.
I think I did overhear that. Yeah, there was we had a good handful or two of us out there, and every one of us had a joint to start.
So yeah, that was super nice. Actually, the next thing I would like to talk to you about is your garden. What do you have growing on in your garden?
When we first started gardening, when it became legal here in our state, I got like 4 cuts. So I still have those going, and it's a Master Kush and Black Martini, which is a permanent marker cross. And we got Rainbow Zope and Green Crack. That's right. Yeah.
Nice, dude. What type of nutrients do you use? Are you like a salts or organics type of grower?
Organic. Currently, to kind of dial my setup in, I am using Ocean Forest and Happy Frog mix, and then just amending with a little bit of BioLive when needed. And then my flour, I've got a Roots Organic. I think it might be the Terp tea one, the bag.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about that terp tea from Roots Organic.
Yeah, I actually have a little bit of it brewing right here because I got some sad looking plants. I'm gonna give it to them. Hopefully, it'll get them to the finish line.
Oh, what type of equipment do you use?
Um, got I got a 3x3 AC Infinity, like one of their package deals. So that's all AC Infinity, and then 4x4. Got mixed stuff. Got 2 AC Infinity 2x2 lights, and then one of those old Burple lights.
You still rocking the Blurple, dude?
Yeah, man. Don't hate on me. And then
I ain't hating on you.
and then I got my veg tents, got a Spider Farmer. It's just like a Vivo Sun, however you say that one.
Yeah, Vivo Sun. I guess that's how you say it. So I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the dimmer's actually going out on my Spider Farmer. It was the first light I bought after the Burples.
Nice. Well, I mean, it's not nice that it's going out.
Right, no doubt. Yeah.
Is it still covered under warranty? I know they had like a 5-year warranty on their products.
Oh, I bet you it's been over 5 years. I started to grow prior to living where we are now.
Gotcha.
When I was in Prohibition land.
Right.
And then I stopped to move states.
All right. And then something else I was wanting to talk to you about was in our conversations, you actually mentioned that you do RSO. Do you make the RSO?
Currently, we do not, but we have hopes to do that. Yes.
Nice.
Take RSO. Did some this morning. I mean, shit, man. Maybe we'll just say 3 years. It's off and on though. Take breaks. It kind of does boost the tolerance up, just like smoking extracts.
Yeah, something that I've learned with RSO is actually it's more, for me, it's more balance. As long as I can balance the cannabinoids, I can possibly not overdo myself. And it seems like it's working out pretty good. Of course, sometimes it is hard to tell when we're smoking 100 joints on the back deck. So
Yeah.
So how long have you been growing cannabis?
When I lived in a different state, it was I grew for, let's just say, a year, and it was around 2020.
Okay.
I was tired of purchasing flour and stuff, so just started watching YouTube and stuff like that. Bought the equipment off old Amazon, and then started up for about a year now, when it went legal. So 2024 to now ish, maybe a little longer.
Yeah, I do envy you with your legalization. Not gonna lie.
That is rough, man. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault. Do you have a preference for auto flowers or photo periods?
Photo periods. I am, like I said earlier, I'm still tuning in my process. So I tend to stunt the autos pretty heavily and get like jack shit for yields. So
it's so easy to do as a new grower. I tell you, my first auto I actually did pretty decent. It was GG number 4 from one of those white label companies. But the second one I actually grew Tangy, and I stunted it. It was only an ounce, and I was so upset that it was tasty as fuck. Not gonna lie. especially growing with organics, you do get tastier cannabis. I'm sure you've experienced that yourself.
It seems that way. Yeah. The first thing we harvested when we were legal was actually a Gorilla Glue cross. I just remember it was an auto flower that I had from when I grew, the 5 years ago.
Right.
Left over.
Wow. The seeds were still good. Everything was germinated
everything.
okay.
Yeah. We got two of them and that's what I had. Was two left, and they both sprouted.
Wow. That's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
So what has been your favorite thing you've learned about growing?
I would say to read the plants. I'm not quite there yet, but I've definitely gotten a hell of a lot better.
What do you think people waste their money on when it comes to growing?
Yeah, man. I think there's many answers to this.
Well, go ahead and do what you can.
Maybe nutrients. I think you can get by with a lot less than a lot of the videos that you may catch on YouTube or even maybe somewhere else.
Yep. Very true. All right. So what motivates you to keep growing even when times are tough?
I'm gonna have to say the plant. It's a beautiful thing. The medicine
100%.
it produces.
All right. What advice would you give to an inspiring cannabis grower looking to start their own garden?
Don't give up. And if you're on the fence, just fucking do it.
Thanks. Well, sir, are you ready for the hot seat?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Hell yeah, dog. All right. Which band or artist did you see for your first concert and venue?
Oh shit. So I'm gonna have to say I don't remember which was first, so I'm gonna give two answers if that's cool.
That's fine. Oh, absolutely, dude.
Oh shit, go get ready for it, guys.
Okay.
First was maybe NSYNC or Hootie and the Blowfish.
Whoa, dude, that's cool. Either if it was either or, I would be okay if those came up first, to be honest with you. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Do you remember the venue it was?
Okay, so the Hootie show would have been like a little like food festival, like in your local towns, how they have festivals and shit like that, and have bands come. That's how small they were. I don't know if they were ever huge or big, but yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
And what about NSYNC?
Oh man, it was at like maybe where they play hockey. So like it was a big stadium.
Oh, gotcha. Like a hockey arena. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. What was your favorite song when you were 16?
We'll go with 311. Who's got the herb?
Oh my God. What a great song, sir. I fucking love 311.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good, man. They're old stuff. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're old stuff for sure. I agree with you on that one. Have you met a musical artist or band in person? This could be at a meet and greet or out in the wild.
I've met a few, so I'll just say I've met the lead singer and parts of the band of Treehouse.
Nice.
I used to live in Myrtle Beach, and they play like little bars and stuff like that.
Heck yeah.
Shout out Treehouse.
Hell yeah. I love Treehouse.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I was so surprised people in the community listen. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. These people know what's up.
Right? 100%, dude. All right. What is the most surprising opener you've ever seen perform live?
I saw at a 311 show, Papa Roach open for them, and a fight broke out in the mosh pit, and they stopped the show and called the fighters out, and they were like, "Hey, man, don't fucking do that shit. We ain't about that." And then, they stopped. It was pretty cool, though. Don't really get that vibe from their music.
I have yet to see them live, so I definitely envy you being able to see that. Which band or artist has been your favorite to see perform live and the venue?
I'll just say Treehouse again. And it was a festival. It was in South Carolina. It doesn't happen anymore, so I'm not going to shout out the name. But there was like, I don't know, 20 or 30, reggae, whatever you want to call that kind of style music. jam band stuff. It was pretty sweet. Those are always good shows, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
People from different bands come up and jam with them and shit like that. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, dude! I love the whole jam band festival idea. Especially when they go into their breakdown, like their solos, breakdowns, whatever you're going to call them. It's wild to see how talented these people are out, performing this type of music.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I'm jealous of you. You've seen Billy Strings. I want to hit a show of his, watching some live videos. It's like, damn, that dude got some soul.
Dude, oh my God. It's fucking mind-boggling watching Billy Strings, like 100%. Like, you get a chance to go, please do, like, even if you have to, like, cancel, like, hanging out with your grandma, like, you need to see Billy Strings. You know what I mean? I mean, don't cancel hanging out with your grandma, but...
Shit. All right, yeah. But everything else.
Everything else, 100%. You got to see Billy Strings for sure, buddy. Absolutely. All right. If you could make your own music festival lineup, who would be your 3 headliners?
I'll go with Tropodelic, Treehouse, obviously.
Obviously. Yep.
And then we'll shout out, let's see here, Collie Buds.
Oh, no shit. You like Holly Buds too, dude? Holy shit, bro. Yeah, I like Holly Buds.
Bumpin' Uglies. They jam.
Hell yeah.
Was that my 4 or 5? I don't know. Oh shit, I gave a bonus.
You
Check
gave a
that
bonus.
out, man.
Hey,
People
I'll take
usually
it.
struggle. Oh shit.
3 hours later, you're still naming off bands.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
It's going to cost a fortune at this festival. I mean, tickets will be outrageous.
The cheese festival. It's like $4,000 per ticket. Bro, you're going to have the best experience of your lifetime.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Which song instantly hypes you up?
Prayer for the Day by Treehouse. That's always a fucking jammer. Hopefully, I think someone else said a song by Treehouse somewhere on your podcast. Hopefully that wasn't it.
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look.
It's fine.
All right. Let's see here. What's a band or artist that you feel is completely underrated?
Oh, this dude, Rocco Elliott, he makes some goofy ass rhymes about plants and shit.
Really?
Yeah, if you haven't heard about him, he's...
Yeah, I've never heard of him. I'm going to have to check that out for real.
Yeah. That might just be some comedy shit. It's like, I don't know how. But man. Yeah, it's a good one. You should check out some songs.
Hell yeah. You said Rocky Elliott?
Rocco Elliott, yeah. Just Me and My Plants. Yeah, that's a good one.
Hell yeah. All right, I'll check that out. I appreciate that.
Sometimes I water them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you understand.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. 100%. All right. Name a band or artist that you would like to see live that you've never seen before. I think you already did. Didn't you say Billy Strings?
Fuck yeah. Good looking out, dude.
I got you, bro.
Yeah. Real homie right there.
Right on, sir.
Yeah, Billy Strings, definitely. I'll probably catch the show with you too.
Fuck yeah. Hey man, I'm down. Like if he's like going near your area or whatever, I'll fly out.
Yeah.
We'll fucking go to Billy Strings 100%.
Isn't he from Michigan?
Yeah, he's from Michigan, but he actually he lives here in Nashville.
Okay, so he plays there a little more.
No, I think he just mainly moved here because of all the recording studios. Nashville's a big recording town, and then the cost of living's cheaper. You know, there's a lot of factors come into play. So I imagine that was probably his go-to on why he moved down here.
Oh yeah, well, I've driven through Tennessee. I don't think I've ever really stopped and hung out. So maybe that'll be enough reason.
Hell yeah, dude! You definitely need to come to Tennessee, bro. It's fucking gorgeous here. Which terps and/or smells are your favorite?
I do a little fruit and like maybe that like rotten fruit gas, and then if I wanted to switch from that, you don't want to only have that. So maybe like some skunk or earthy, piney shit.
Right.
I don't discriminate. That's a hard one.
It is a hard one, dude. Especially like, yeah, when you're smoking joints back to back,
Yeah,
you'll accept anything at that point.
absolutely.
Yeah. I really do enjoy like the different types of flavors that come off this plant. So I do like having options to be able to smoke. I noticed that of yourself too.
Yeah, I think I've smoked like 3, 4 different types since we've been talking.
Oh no shit.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. That's fucking awesome. All right. Which cultivar would you pair with an album?
Maybe jet fuel with Billy Strings if I was like at work and shit, trying to like, you know, zone out and fucking knock some work out.
It's a fucking excellent answer, bro. I love it.
Fuck yeah.
All right. What was your first cannabis event?
Shout out to homie Flam in the community. He hosted a little get together, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. Went out there. I think it was around Christmas time. He had a little event at a glass studio. They do like stained glass and art and stuff like that. He's thrown a couple events there now. They're legit. We missed the last one on a family event we had to attend.
Yeah, shout out to Flam. He's an excellent fellow to hang out with. I do enjoy his presence. All right. Which cannabis event has been your favorite to attend?
Hash bash. Yeah, definitely. That shit was incredible. I'll be going for many years.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm glad to hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right. What was your most memorable purchase from a cannabis event?
I'll say the flower. Didn't really purchase too many things from Hash Bash. And that was the biggest event that we've been to. Got some pre rolls and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but didn't spend too much of the dispensaries. Kind of saved our money to see what was at the cup, and kind of just spent the extra money on flower from the homie that had the living soil or organic, whatever he was claiming. He had one that wasn't, I think, but yeah, it's good looking flower.
Hell yeah. Who's the first growmie you met in the community?
Shout out Flam.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Which growmie from the community are you looking forward to meeting?
Oh shit. Let's just grateful.
Grateful. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's fun, dude. You'll really enjoy him.
I think that's really where I kind of Billy Strings the love for him kicked off, because he was streaming a live show. And I've heard the songs before, and I liked a few of them on my Spotify, and I listened to them. But then when I watched him play, that's just a whole different experience, live or watching them play live. You get to see them, facial expressions, all that fun stuff.
Right. Yeah. You actually feel him, like
the emotion.
You feel it like that. That's something I noticed. I noticed a little bit at the Bridgestone, but it was a lot bigger crowd. But something I noticed, it was more intimate at the Ryman Auditorium. Like you actually felt his emotion, and it was just a wonderful, like you kind of feel the flow, and it is a great experience. But yeah, I definitely me, you, and Grateful need to go to a show. What's your go-to method to consume cannabis?
Currently, it's just a bubbler or some when I do a dab, got a little bucket and rig. But when we were at Hash Bash now, very interested in making my own hash. I have bubble bags and the little blue washing machine that several people have.
Right.
So I've done it once when I was at the beach in South Carolina, but it was kind of just to see what it was. But I still have that stuff. So interested in doing more hash. That's definitely, I think, my favorite way now.
Oh, 100%, bro. It's so smooth. It's a totally different experience from just smoking a joint,
Absolutely.
Yep. All right. Which event or location would you like to attend with your fellow growmie? This could be an event that you've never been to before.
Oh, well, I could say Hash Bash, but we've been talking about that all the time. So I'm going to say this event that's coming up shortly is Keefe Canifest.
Right.
Because I think the homie Marty, he works there, right? He does the T-shirts.
Yep.
So, yeah, we want to hit that one up with the homies.
Hell yeah, dog. All right. Let's see here. What's a stoner myth you think is total bullshit?
They were lazy or stupid, I guess.
Yeah. 100%. Great answer.
Some people look down.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. All right. Is there a cultivar that you're interested in trying to grow that you've never grown?
I have not tried any of Joints gear, and I hear really nice things about it. And I know some of the homies that were at the Hash Bash house grow his gear. I'd like to try it. I mean, shit, man. Like I said, I don't discriminate. So, like, when I'm shopping, I'll be like, oh, I want those. I want 5 of those. Oh, shit, can't do that.
Right. I completely understand that. Yeah, I get myself in trouble buying seeds. All right. What's your all-time favorite cultivar and why?
I'm going to have to just say permanent marker. The black martini that we run is really nice. It's a permanent marker with watermelon martini. It's very delicious.
Hell yeah, dude. And who are some of your favorite breeders?
Well, of course, we got BGG. And then OutKast. Shout out OutKast. He was very gracious and giving. I actually just popped 2 of his seeds. I said I wasn't very good at autos, but I'm going to give him another run with his genetics.
Which ones did you end up going with?
Pineapple Stomper and the watch, right? Sacred Watch.
Sacred Watch, yeah. I haven't grown the Sacred Watch, but I grew the Pineapple Stomper.
Shit, I was wrong. It's burnt peanuts, because we tried the burnt peanuts extract out there at Hash Bash, and it was delicious.
It was 100%. Yeah, shout out Badger on that one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, as I say, I grew that Pineapple Stomper, and it was a monster. I had 2 different that I grew in autopots, and one of them, it was over 5 ounces. And the other one, it was like a duckfoot pheno. So that was a little trippy to see, but that pineapple terps, it comes through. So
hell yeah,
that's fucking nice. All right, let's see. Do you have a favorite cannabis related movie and or TV show?
Let's do Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke.
Hell yeah. If you could have a smoke session with anyone dead, who would it be?
Man, Jimi Hendrix, maybe?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a solid fucking choice.
Yeah, very solid, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so same question, but alive.
Billy Strings.
Fuck yeah. Great answer, sir.
Yeah.
All right, this is the last hot seat question. Do you have a favorite cannabis podcast, and who is it?
Crafting Cannabis and Yag. That's pretty much. Listen to one other, I think. Can't remember the name. Cultivation, maybe.
Right. Hell yeah, dog. All right. So my next segment is Thank a Grow Me. Every week, I thank a Grow Me in a community. And Cheese, I encourage you to thank a Grow Me in a community as well. Thanks goes a long way. You have no idea. Like, we have tough times in our life when it comes to like families, bills, all that stuff. And thanks just helps anybody. It really does. But since you're here, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you. I do want to thank you and Mrs. Cheese for sharing your time with us at Hash Bash. It really meant a lot to me that y'all came out there. I know we didn't really know each other before Hash Bash, and you just hit me up out of the blue, and you're like, "Hey, man, I need some details on Hash Bash," and we just started talking, and then you needed a place to stay, and I was like, "Well, matter of fact, let's get Cheese over here. Seems like a cool fella."
Hell yeah.
dude, you literally like blew us away. Like we seriously, we talk about you all the time, not bad terms, but like great stuff because your presence is such a wonderful thing. Even on just like Discord chats and there at Hash Bash, of course. Also, I'd like to thank you for your fire cider. That opened my eyes to a new type of medication. Like it's really really good stuff. Like anybody out there that is interested in fire cider, you really need to like try it. Like you can make it at home. I would highly suggest getting some of that fire cider. It is worked phenomenally for me. I'll definitely say that. Also, I'd like to thank you for our friendship. I know we haven't really known each other for a long time, but dude, you've been like a fucking awesome friend. Being able to talk to you and just bullshit about life. So truly, I thank you.
Thank you, man. This isn't the first time that I've been choked up in the community, so I appreciate those words very much, and I thank you also. But I mean, I thank everybody at the Hash Bash house that was there. They all contributed a good time. It was 100%. All good vibes.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I appreciate that. It really was like being able to hang out with everybody at the house. I mean, I know we got to do the experience, all the events, but like the hang at the house was probably more meaningful than anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. So the other growmie I do want to thank in the community is I would like to thank Matt Frat for helping us get the Hash Bash house.
Like, shout out Matt Frat.
Bro, that was like the perfect house.
Yeah.
I know Matt Frat had mentioned it before, but one of the stipulations was that it smelled like weed. And we were like, okay.
Yeah, right. One of the reviews or whatever, like the complaints, like the bad review, they were like 1 star, smells like marijuana.
Like, oh snap. Oh darn. It smells like marijuana.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it worked out really well. Like, yeah, Matt Frat, he did a good job picking out a house this year, and it just it worked out so well. Like I probably that's probably the most comfortable I've been in a long time on vacation. Like, just the us hanging out at the house, and it was a wonderful experience.
Hell yeah, it was.
Hell yeah. So the next thing I'd like to talk to you about is upcoming events. Do you have any upcoming events that you're looking forward to, like music or cannabis events?
I had been looking forward to the Keefy Cannabis event. I don't know if we have anything planned. There's a farmers market event going on that we've been to once. It's about an hour or maybe 2 away from where we live, and it's pretty cool. The vendors sell their seeds and clones and product. But yeah, I think there's a family event also that day. So we have to miss the Keefy, and the month after that, we have to miss that one.
Oh man.
So we're itching for the next event because it can't be Hash Bash. That's not the answer.
No. It's definitely got to be sooner than that. Well, here's the good thing about Keefy is they actually have it twice a year. So they have it in May and September. So, but the September location is generally further north, in like northern Illinois. So it's going to be like probably like a few hours outside of Chicago kind of deal.
Okay.
Because they kind of change it up every time, but like we'll probably end up doing the same thing. I don't know if we're going to camp in September.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, depending on weather.
Depending on the weather, yeah, we'll probably end up. Like last year, we stayed at the hotel that the Keefy crew was staying at. But I'm not 100% sure what we got plans for September. But as soon as we know, I'll definitely let you know.
Oh yeah, keep me in the loop on that one.
Yeah, I hate that you can't meet us for Keefy this coming up. I know it family stuff. I completely understand, dude.
Yeah, grandma's got that birthday,
right? Yeah, you gotta celebrate that birthday, grandma. I completely understand that, bro. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, I am going to Keefy Canna Fest in Tilton, Illinois on May 17th, and I actually have an extra ticket that I was probably going to end up possibly giving away. here probably within the next few days. Have y'all figured out what you're going to do with y'all's tickets?
We have not. What are you thinking?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm doing this giveaway here soon. I don't know if
Let's do it.
You want to do it?
Do it.
We're going to do it? All right, sweet.
Yeah.
How many tickets do you have? Is it two?
We got two.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to create a giveaway. I'm probably going to work on it within the next few days. And I'll throw it up on the Grateful Nerd Prize Corner channel. So we're going to have 3 tickets available to Keep It Canna Fest. You will have to figure out your own transportation getting there. But we are camping out nearby. So if you want to camp out with us, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, we're going to have these 3 tickets. I guess we're doing a giveaway here soon.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dog. I appreciate you doing that, man.
Of course. Dude, I appreciate you, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dog. Well, the other thing that you had mentioned, the other meetup, I'll go ahead and announce it now because we're still kind of working out the details. I had a conversation with OutKast last week, and we were talking about instead of going to an event, kind of like what you do in Hash Bash, where we all meet up in Hash Bash and go to an event and then hang out at the house. Actually, just hanging out at a house somewhere, like just creating our own event, basically.
Yeah.
So we decided on choosing Branson, Missouri. Branson is a really nice area. They actually have a lot of stuff to do. So if we decide that we do want to get out of the house and go adventure, there's all kinds of stuff to do in that area. As of right now, we're looking possibly June 29th to July 2nd. Like I said, we're still working out the details. So if you do hear this and you are interested and want to come out and hang out at the house, I don't know what size house we're gonna, if we're gonna have room for people, but at least have basically a meetup house. So if you come out and stay at a hotel nearby, if we don't have enough room and you just come out and hang out with us, we're gonna be out there for a few days. We're gonna have homegrown, and the event is gonna be called Meeting of the Storytellers. So basically, we're gonna sit in the circle and start telling stories about our lives, and just have a wonderful moment with our fellow growmies. So stay tuned for that. All right. And this is the end of the episode. I want to give you the opportunity to give out your socials.
The cheeses _ on Instagram. It would be cheese on Discord.
Hell yeah, dog. I do briefly want to say something about your Instagram, dude. I love your pictures on Instagram. Like you do take some phenomenal pictures.
Oh, thank you. And we both want a nice camera, so right. Hopefully the pictures just get better one day.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I think they look pretty damn good right now. So you're doing a phenomenal job. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Well, everyone listening and watching, thank you. I hope you're out there having a wonderful time. Thank you, Cheese, for joining the show.
Thank you. Peace, everybody.
See ya.